Hello friends! The determination of the sample break in abrasion resistance fabrics with the Martindale method. The number of cycles until the sample breaks as a result of the abrasion resistance of fabric is determined. To do this, we will use the Martindale abrasion and pilling tester, a 38 mm sample cutter and a 140 mm wide abrasive cloth cutter, a sample holder, load cells, Martindale abrasive device to place the presser foot, and the apparatus that weighs 2.5 kilograms. First, the test specimen is conditioned under a minimum of 24 hours of standard atmospheric conditions. We spread the conditioned test sample on a flat surface. We take a 38 mm sample from the spread specimen. While taking the sample, it is taken in a way that it includes each pattern in patterned fabrics. Areas that are not wrinkled are cut 3 centimeters from the inside. Sponge foam is not used when the mass of specimen is 500 grams per square meter. Foam sponge is used only for samples under 500 grams per square meter. 100% standard wool sample is cut as abrasive fabric for 38 mm wide samples.
Yünlü kumaşımızdan düz bir yüzeye serdikten sonra serbest bir şekilde 140 mm çapında 3 adet aşındırıcı kumaş kesilir.
140 mm felt is placed before the fabric we cut on the table. The samples that are cut are placed in the sample holder to start the test. .38 mm wide samples are attached to the sample holder. For this, the collar of the sample holder is removed from its slot. The sample in the Martindale abrasion and pilling tester on the table is attached to the holder. The sample is placed into the collar in a way that its front side faces the front side, that is downwards. If the sample is lighter than 500 grams per square meter, foam is inserted. The foam is also cut as 38 millimeters. The device is placed on the foam and the sample holder is compressed. In this way, 3 pieces of 38 mm diameter samples are firmly placed in the sample holder. The samples are placed in the abrasing device. First, the Lucy-Goy's pattern of abrasion device is checked. For this, a sample of 140 mm wide and A4 sheet are cut. The sample we have cut is inserted into its slot on the abrasing table and the collar is squeezed. The balls of the device are removed from the pilling slots and are placed in the abrasing slots. These balls allow the sample holder manual to move properly.
Bilyelerimizi
The balls are moved towards the center.
doğru hareket ettirilir.
The manual is placed in the slot.
Yuvasına oturtulur. Lisacı özdesinin
The Lucy-Goyes pattern is composed of 16 rubbing movements, and the number of abrasion rubbing is entered to the device as 16.
16 girilir. Kontrol
A
edeceğimiz
pencil is placed in the sample holder of the table, which we will check.
kalem yerleştirilir. Start tuşuna
We begin to check by pressing the Start button.
başlanır. Cihaz
After the device has stopped, the pencil is removed from the slot and the pattern is checked.
kontrol edilir.
This process is repeated separately for each table.
Bunun için
To do this, pattern ranges are checked.
kontrol edilir.
When pattern intervals are equal, we accept that the device is suitable.
Daha sonra
Then we put the abrasive sample to prepare the abrasive table.
yerleştireceğiz.
For this, we put down 140 millimeters of weft. We put 100% wool abrasive fabric inside the felt that we have placed.
Kumaşımızı yerleştiriyoruz.
When placing the sample, we make sure that the thread direction is parallel to the table.
Sağlanır. Baskı ayağımızı
Putting the presser foot on the abrasive cloth, we attach it to the table with squeezing collars.
kenarlarından masaya tutturuyoruz.
Removing the 2.5 kilogram presser foot from the abrasive fabric, we insert the sample manual.
Daha sonra
Then, we place the samples on the tables with the same numbers in accordance with the number on the sample holder.
kontrol edilerek aynı numaradaki masaya yerleştiriyoruz. Masaya
We attach it to the table with the compression apparatus.
ikinci numunemizi
Checking the number of the second sample, we place it on the abrasive table as well.
masasına yerleştirilir. Numune tutucularımızın belli bir ağırlıkta olup ağırlık tamamlama kütlelerimizi kullanım alanına göre yerleştiriyoruz. Eğer numunemiz
If the sample is technically used, specimens such as upholstery or bed linen, we place a weight of 12 kilopascals on it.
paskallık ağırlıkları yerleştiriyoruz.
Except for household textiles, such as upholstery and bed linen, we place a weight of 9 kilopascals. The sample we are currently testing is garment fabric, and we are putting a weight of 9 kilopascals.
Toplam
A total weight of 595 kilograms is applied. Then we enter the number of rubbing abrasion.
ekranımızın
Resetting the value on the screen, we check the sample every 1,000 cycles of the total rubbing abrasion number is 5,000. 2,000 cycles if it is between 5,000 to 20,000 RPM. It is checked every 5,000 cycles if it is between 20,000 to 40,000. If it is higher than 40,000, it is checked every 10,000 cycles. In case of abrasion, these intervals can be more frequent. To do this, we initially enter 2000 RPM and press the Start button.
geri giriyoruz. Ve Start düğmesine basıyoruz. Numunelerimizi
We will check the samples at certain intervals.
kontrol edeceğiz. 2000 devir
At the end of 2000 cycles, the device will automatically stop. We use an 8 times magnifying glass or loop to check the brakes, and when there are two different weft or warp yarn brakes, we end the test. If there is no abrasion when we check it, we enter 2000 RPM again and go on to the abrasive friction. We stop the test after the sample breaks.